G'day, Peter Kimball from How Bowman. So yeah, the candidate we're reviewing today, we're just trying out a few different things on how to display these people. So yeah, so candidate review 5, education and qualification. So if I'm just going through here, they finished the CPA in 2023 and then went to finish uni in 2013. So they've obviously had a couple of jobs while they've been working in professional services. So just going through, yeah, so they're currently working at a firm where they've been for the last 3 years. Prior to that, they were 2 years at a commercial business, 12 months at a small firm, 12 months at a commercial business overseas, 3 years at a commercial business overseas. So yeah, so most of their experience in Australia has been within professional services. You know, I guess if this person is still currently working in regional Australia, then the questions will just be around, and if they want to stay in regional Australia, like depends how remote it is, the questions we would have for them would mostly be around, yeah, what it is they're trying to change about where they're currently working. So it could be the case that if it's like a small accounting firm in regional New South Wales or something, then they may just want to work at a bigger place. It could be the case that they feel as though they've learned as much as they can at the firm that they're working for, or it could be the case that they want to move into commerce. So basically, depending on how remote they are, like if they're working in like a hub like Canberra or maybe Newcastle or something like that, then there's probably going to be a few commercial roles. What I like about this person's CV really is that they've probably had a few too many jobs over a short period of time between 2018 and 2022, but you know, you can probably explain most of that away due to COVID or they're just trying to get a job and that sort of thing. So that sort of makes sense, and the fact that they've been with the same firm for the last 3 years, like even that really does add quite a bit of weight to anything. But also, you know, because they've worked in professional services and commerce, then you know if they did actually want to work in commerce, then I do think that's achievable. Like I really do. I think being able to get a role in commerce for this person is achievable. I guess the main thing for them would just be about yeah, just like where they're living. So like a group accountant in Melbourne, for example, like if you're in Melbourne, there's probably, you know, a few hundred of those jobs, whereas if you're in yeah, Uluru or something, then there's probably not one job, right? So it's about working out what's best for you at this time of your career. So yeah, if they were to stay in regional New South Wales, any regional area, my recommendation to them would be try to get into a national regional firm where there's some pretty good processes and stuff, and then because at least that way it will give you the option of moving into like if you do decide to leave the regional area, it will give you options, because a lot of those national firms tend to have, even if they're regional firms, they tend to have some pretty big clients, and so if you're working in a remote area, as long as you're working on decent clients, that's the main thing. It will give you the most amount of options in the future. So I mean, that's that person in a nutshell. I think this person will get a job pretty easily. It's just going to come down to, and they'll be able to get a pretty good role. It's just going to come down to yeah, where they want to work, and yeah, if they want to work in professional services or commerce. So so if you were to change this person slightly and just say that they desperately want to work in commerce, my recommendation for them would be to move to a capital city somewhere. But equally, if so that's probably the advice we would have for that person. It really depends on what they actually want to change in their life and their job. So yeah, hopefully you got something out of that. And yeah, thanks for watching.